Okay, now there was a big question earlier today as to who Dave Lindley would choose to start in this game. Now, he had a choice between J.R. Jervis. Now, he went six in the third innings yesterday, or Scott Jones, who went 4 innings today, or possibly Bob Miller, who was pitching after yesterday's game and warming up today. Now, he decided to go with Jim Jervis, but do you think Jervis is going to go the whole way?
Well, all three of them were fine choices. Also, Eric Miller could have been a choice who pitched fine today in relief. But he went with the winner yesterday who pitched really well, Jim Jervis. And hey, if Jervis gets in any trouble, we got 2 other fine pitchers, 3, matter of fact.
Okay, now, coming over on the bus, I noticed now at the other 2 games, they had the radio playing. Everyone seemed really loose and ready to play. Now, this time they didn't have a radio. It was really quiet and really tense. Now, do you think the Hornets are tightening up?
Some of the players seemed loose and some seemed a bit tight, but I was down on the field for the ball game, and as they were playing pepper and throwing the ball around, it seemed like they loosened up a lot. Coach Lindley is keeping them real loose with his comments and jokes, and he just wants to go out there and have fun. He just says, come on, it's just one more ball game. Let's go out there and win it, all right?
Yep, and it'll be the last ball game of the year for anybody in the state of Illinois. Okay, now let's give the starting lineup. First for the visitors, and the Hornets lost the coin toss, so they will be the visitors. Leading off and playing center field will be the catalyst of this ball club, Howard Patton. Batting second and playing first base will be Scott Jones, and he hits .383 on the year. Batting third will be the pitcher, Mr. Consistent himself, Jim Jervis. Batting cleanup will be Rob Stewart. He'll be playing right field, and he has had a very good tournament. Batting fifth will be the designated hitter, Ed Del Grasso. Batting sixth will be probably the hottest hitter on the Hornets, the shortstop, Mike Lebez. Batting seventh will be the third baseman, Bob Miller. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Bill Avery. And catching will be Chris Dunn. And now for our national anthem. Okay, and rounding out the lineup for the Hornets will be left fielder Garrett Toka, but he will not bat. Now the starting lineup for the Springfield Griffin Cyclones, who come into the game with a 31-6 record. Leading off and playing second base will be number 21, Pat Antonacci. Batting second and playing third base will be number 12, Ted Meckes. Batting third will be the center fielder, Mike Healy. Healy hit .328.2 on the year, and he also had 28 stolen bases. Batting fourth will be the first baseman, Jerry Krutatovic. Batting fifth will be the right fielder, Bud Vanderwall. Batting sixth will be the designated hitter, Jim Ross. Batting seventh, the catcher, Pat Dowling. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Phil Bosway. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Todd Winking. And pitching, but not batting, will be Todd Gedominski. The umpires for today's game, working the plate will be Mr. Joe Maher from Arlington Heights. Working first base will be Mr. James A.B. Jones from Bloomington. Working second will be Dennis Riccio from Rock Island. And working third will be Ron McMullen from Bartonville. Well, what do you think of this game, Dan?
Looks like we're going up against an awfully tough pitcher, but we've already beaten the top pitcher in the state that was 13-0 from Joliet Catholic, Rob Holpuck. And Hornets bats have been lively. They've scored 9 runs yesterday and 12 runs today. And before that, they scored 8 runs off the previously ranked number 1 Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers. So it's going to be a good ball game.
Interesting sidelight on the coaches of today's game. Coach Robin Cooper from Springfield Griffin and Coach Dave Lilly from Hinsdale South were teammates at Illinois Wesleyan University for 3 years, from 1972 to 1974. Lilly was a starting catcher, and Cooper was a starting first baseman, so they are good friends.
Yes, also Roger Hahn, the coach of Morton West, that was also down here, ironically, is also from Illinois Wesleyan.
Cooper is in his second year. He's got a record of 55-14. And Lindley is in his fourth year with a record of 74-31. Another interesting note to this game, 30 years ago to this date, Bob Miller Sr., the father of the third baseman of the Hinsdale South Hornets, won a state title with Morton High School as they beat Lane Tech 5-3, and I hope that's a good omen for the Hornets since it's 30 years ago to this date.
Sure would be. It's beginning to be it's a little overcast, but it appears the rain has stopped, and we're ready to play ball. The field's in beautiful condition. They had it covered till about half hour before game time.
Yeah, and the rain is just barely drizzling now. They've got the lights on here. This will be the first time all year that the Hornets have played on the lights. You think that'll affect them anyway? I mean, Rob Stewak lost the fly ball this afternoon. You think it could happen now?
I don't think so. He lost it in the seats, not in the sun, so it may be a little bit different for him at the beginning, but I think it'll be easy to pick up. They've played in the summer league.
Okay, leading off for the Hornets is Howard Patton. In the last 3 games against Joliet Catholic, Morton West, and Edwardsville, Patton is 4 for 9 with 2 RBIs. So he's been hitting the ball well.
Yes, he's had the hot bat. He's been running the bases well, and he's just been playing good ball for this team.
There's the pitch, and this is low, and ball 1 to Patton. The state title game right here. The winner, the champion of the state of Illinois for 1982. Gedominski takes the side. 1-0 count to Patton. There's the pitch outside for ball 2.
Well, that's just what we need. Get a base runner, get him on, move him around, and let's take this lead right away and bring home Hinsdale South's first state championship.
Okay, 2-0 count. Here comes Gedominski with the pitch. Inside, 3-0. What do you think? You think Coach Dave Lindley will have him taking this pitch?
Yeah, I cannot see why not. He'll take this one. He wants to get that first man on, and Patton can fly. So
okay, 3-0 to Patton. Here's the pitch by Gedominski, and it's a strike over the outside corner. He was taken all the way, Dan.
Yeah, it looked a little bit outside to me, but still got a big lead in the advance.
Patton hits 347 on the year. There's the pitch by Gedominski, and he walks them. So the Hornets have the first base runner of the game, excuse me. Now batting is Scott Jones. Jones hit 383 on the year.
Jones had a beautiful performance pitching this morning. He gave up 2 runs, but he struck out 10. He had a little control problem with the walks, but his strikeouts again bailed him out, and he had a superb performance.
Okay, Gedominski throws over to first to hold Patton. Coach Dave Lindley said that he wanted to be very aggressive on the base pass, but do you think the wet surface will affect him any?
Yeah, I think he'll want to bunt a little bit more now.
There's the pitch. Patton holding. Jones bunts it, but bunts it foul. So Jones is down 0-1 now.
Gedominski appears to be a little bit shaky there. He's a big, tall left-hander and real slim, but he sure can bring it.
Okay, 0-1 count to Jones. Patton off with a lead. Gedominski in the stretch, and he throws over to first, but Patton is back. Doesn't seem to have a very good move, if that's any indication of what his best move is.
Well, I don't know. He's probably just finding the rage. We haven't seen his best move, I'm sure.
Okay. There's a pitch, Patton holding. Jones tries to bunt again. There's a bunt down the third baseline. A beautiful bunt. Gedominski's got to make a good play, and he gets Jones. Beautiful bunt by Scott Jones. Almost beat it out, but now the Hornets have a runner in scoring position, and Dave Lindley really wants that first run. Now batting is Jim Jervis.
Hornets dressed tonight in their white uniforms, and Springfield Griffin dressed in the gray with purple and golden trim.
Patton with the lead-off second. 1 out. We're in the top of the first inning. There's the pitch to Jervis, and he hits one down the line, picked up by the first baseman. It'll be an easy out, but Patton advances to third.
Jervis went right with the pitch and go to the opposite field, try to get it down the line, but that first baseman was just hugging the line on him.
Okay, Rob Stewak now batting. Hit 282 on the year, but in the last 3 games of the tournament, he's 4 for 9 with a 2-run homer. He also has 3 RBIs, and he has scored 4 runs. So he has been hitting very well for the Hornets.
Yeah, he had a dinger yesterday, and that really helped our ball club in the comeback. Hit a 2-run
pitch. Stewak fouls it off for a strike. Do you think the Hornets will be more nervous now, or do you think maybe they've calmed down because they've played in state now 2 games?
I'm sure there's a few butterflies floating around, but I'm sure they're a lot more calm and reserved now than they were when they took the field against Morton West.
There's a pitch that misses inside. 2 away, Patton on third base. He walked, was sacrificed to second by Jones, and then advanced on a ground ball. There's a pitch way outside. 2-1 now to Stewak.
Now, if you stay tuned, we'll give you all the details on Hinsdale South coming home and trophy and trophy presentation to the school and all the festivities later on in the show. But we're hoping it'll be a state championship celebration.
We'd also like to remind you to stay tuned after the game. After the trophy presentation, we will have exclusive interviews with Coach Dave Lindley and the players of the Hornets if they win the state title. So stay tuned if the Hornets win. And now we've got Coach Robin Cooper coming out to talk to his pitcher, Gedominski. I think he's just coming out to give him something to clean off his spikes, because the footing is going to get pretty bad out there as the game wears on.
Yeah, they had the field in tremendous condition, but a little rain after when the team warmed up in the field, a little drizzle has made the field a little bit muddy. But considering all the ball games that have been out there, were 5 on there yesterday, and this is the 3rd one today, and the field just looks super.
Yeah, the ground crew has done very well. The only other time the Hornets have played under the lights this year was during the Summer League. They won the Mount Prospect tournament, so Coach Williams was saying the lights should not affect them that much.
Oh, no, he's kind of looking forward to playing under the lights. Kind of a little more exciting, building up to, I don't know, may work to the Hornets' disadvantage.
Okay, there's a pitch to Stewart, 2-1. He swings and he hits one to right center field. The right fielder for Springfield under, and he catches it. So the Hornets do not score in the first inning. No runs and no hits. 1 runner left on base. We'll be back in 60 seconds for the bottom of the first inning.
All right, folks. Check. Brontosaurus, check. Hey, you camels here, 2 by 2.
Noah, the flood is getting worse. I'm bushed, and even the animals are revolting.
You're telling me you don't have to clean their cages. Yeah.
No, I mean they're threatening to mutiny or to jump ship. They're sick of this ark, and frankly, so am I.
They can't jump ship. They can't swim. You can't swim. Wait a minute. I can't swim. Oh, if only we'd had some courses in swimming and water safety, like basic rescue and advanced life-saving, then we'd know what to do.
Don't get caught short on your ark. Find out about Red Cross water safety courses and textbooks. Call your local Red Cross chapter today.
Okay, we're back here at Robin Roberts Field in Springfield, Illinois for the IHSA State Baseball Championship. The Hornets are not able to score in the first inning, and let's hope J.R. Jervis can hold Springfield this inning.
Yeah, I sure hope he doesn't disappoint these fans. A lot of them made the big trip up here that weren't here this afternoon. We got a bigger crowd, and they're sitting out there through slight drizzle and everything, and they're got some diehard fans.
Now, Jervis went 6 in the 3rd inning. Can he come back today?
I don't know. I talked to JR, and he's just gung-ho, ready to go. I don't know who's more excited, him or his father, but he's all excited. He told me he was all set, so let's hope so.
Okay, leading off for Springfield will be Pat Antonacci. He hit .346 on the year, and Springfield seems to have a pretty good hitting ball club.
Yes, they do. If you look down the line, they've all got very good hitters, and their pitching looks tough also.
Okay, Jervis gets a sign. Here's the pitch. He hits the corner for strike 1. Good pitch by Jervis.
Yeah, just what we need. Get ahead of these hitters, and that could be the key to this ball game. That's what Jimmy is. He's a control pitcher, and to be successful, he's got to get the ball in there.
There's the pitch. Antonacci hits a ground ball to Michael Lopez. Takes a hop off the grass for a base hit. Oh, baby. What a way to start out the game. Hit the fringe of the grass, bounced over Mike Lopez's head for a base hit. Lopez had no chance.
Boy, Lopez had to be about 6'7" to get that ball. It just took a lucky hop right over his head.
Okay, let's see if Springfield will be an aggressive ball club. Antonacci only stole 9 bases during the year, so he doesn't seem to be a threat. But who knows? In the state tournament, you want to have the other team make the mistakes, and you want to be aggressive.
Yes.
Okay, Jervis from the stretch. Antonacci with a big lead. Jervis throws over the first. Antonacci's back. Now batting is Ted Meckes. He hit .271 on the year, but again, he's a number 2 hitter who has to sacrifice himself a lot of times to move the runners along. Let's see, they decide to bunt. He squares around the bunt. Jervis in the stretch. Miller charging. No, he goes back, and Jervis misses outside.
Chris Dunn made a nice save on that ball, flipping off the mask and saving the play from letting that runner advance.
1-0 count. Meckes turned the bunt, then dropped back again like a regular swing. Antonacci with the lead. Jervis gets the sign. In the stretch, there's the pitch. He swings away and fouls it off. We got a 1-1 count now.
He had a good cut on that pitch. It looked like an inside fastball.
Okay, 1-1 count.
Jim's been using a new pitch down here. He comes around with a sidearm every once in a while with a fastball.
There's the pitch.
Surprised the hitter a little bit.
Outside, Dunn throws down the first, but cannot get the runner Adonacci. 2-1 count to Meckes.
What that done is just a cat behind that play, diving for those balls, firing those bases, keeping those base runners honest, and he's playing good ball in this tournament. Defensively, par excellence.
2-1 count. Jervis with the sign. He's in the stretch, looking back to runner. There's the pitch. Fouled off again by Meckes. So now a 2-2 count. Jervis was keeping it in the strike zone.
Runner was going on the play.
2-2. Adonacci takes his lead. Jervis getting the sign from Dunn. Throw over to first by Jervis. Adonacci's back. I doubt Jervis will go the whole way. I figure they'll come in with either Jones or Miller, maybe around the 4th inning. If he can get that far.
Yeah, we'll just see how Jimmy goes. He pitched a strong game yesterday.
There's the pitch, and he throws it right past Meckes.
Oh,
he
that was
strong there.
Beautiful. High and tight, and Guy went after it.
One out. Now batting is a center fielder, Mike Healy. Healy hit .322 on the year, and he's the leading base stealer with 28 stolen bases.
Yeah, he's a center fielder. He's a short, stocky guy who's really speedy. He looks like a tremendous athlete.
Okay, Adonacci with his lead. Jervis with the sign. In the stretch, there's the pitch. It's outside for a ball. Jervis seems to be missing outside.
Yeah, but he's been close on all his pitches. He's just nibbling around that plate, trying to get those on the corners, and he can bring it in there too if he wants to just fire it down the middle. He's looking good tonight.
There's the pitch, and there he misses high, so it's 2-0 to Healy. We can't fall behind in the count, Dan. That means trouble right there.
Yeah, walks have hurt us, and they almost put us under today. They helped us today when we got 6 walks from Edwardsville pitching, and they also gave us 4 errors, so they were quite helpful in handing over the victory this afternoon.
Jervis over to first, Adonacci back. Jervis is keeping an eye on that runner, and Dunn really appreciates that.
Oh, yeah. Dunn wants to have a chance if the runner's going to at least have a chance to shoot him down.
Jervis in the stretch. The runner is going. There's a swing. Hit to the third baseman, Bob Miller. Miller's going to have to go to first. A long throw. They get him. Jones over to second, trying to get Adonacci, but Adonacci's back. But there's 2 outs and a runner on second.
Miller made a good play there. See if he had to play a second, and he didn't have it, so he just fired over to first. And Jones heads up, watch that base runner go around the bag, but he's all right.
Okay, Jerry Creneville now batting, a nice-looking lefty who hits .336 on the year. He looks like he could be a power hitter.
Yeah, he's a big lefty, and he looks like he's got a home run swing.
Okay, Adonacci off of second base. Here's the pitch by Jervis. He swings and he fouls it off. So 0-1 now to Creneville. We want to stay ahead.
Creneville's a big RBI man. He's got 41 RBIs for us, so he can bring in those runs. He only has 1 homer, but he looks like he can really, if he gets a hold of one, it's going to go.
0-1. Jervis looks for the sign. He goes into the stretch. Looks back the runner at second. Here's the pitch. It's high. Curveball there. Jervis didn't get over on it. 1-1 now to Creneville. I don't know. Does he look like he doesn't have the velocity he usually has, Dan?
Jervis? He looks fine to me, but you can't really tell him the first thing. You're always strong in the first thing. We'll have to see how it's out.
There's the pitch. There's the ball. Hit hard. Lavery over to his right makes the pickup. The throw, and the Hornets are out of the inning. Nice play by Bill Lavery moving to his left.
He slid on the grass, and he still got up and made the play. Lavery's a tough kid. He made a good play there.
Okay, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. So at the end of 1 inning, the score is Hinsdale South nothing, Springfield Griffin nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
I don't know which means more to me, Henry Miller or artillery. It's a kind of problem that I have. I don't know which I work on more, good old English 104 or my army job. Oh, the choice just makes me mad. When you're going to college in the Army, going to college in the Army, you get more knowledge every day. Hey, you learn hard work, pride, and motivation. Getting your college education in the Army, yes sir, that's the way.
When you enlist in the Army, you can take vocational technical training and even start on your college degree, with the Army paying up to 75% of your tuition. Now that's nice.
Join the people who...
For more information, contact your local Army representative. He's listed in the yellow pages under recruiting.
Get an education, get it all.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Robin Roberts Field in Springfield, Illinois, with the score after one inning, Hinsdale South nothing and Springfield Griffin nothing. The Hornets have Ed Del Grasso, Mike Lebez, and Bob Miller coming up this inning, and let's see if they can't get some offense generated. Del Grasso hit .377 on the year, but he hasn't really been hitting well during the tournament. In the last 3 games, he's only 3 for 11, but he's got a very potent bat, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him explode today. And there he takes a curveball for a strike on the outside corner.
Eddie's hit the ball well to the outfield, but he hasn't, they haven't fallen. He hit one about 400 feet to dead center, just didn't fall in, and then hit a real...
There's the pitch, and he hits a high fly ball to left center. Center fielder camping under it, makes the grab, and that's one away. You have to wonder, could he be swinging for those fences since he's hit the ball so high lately?
Well, I don't know. He's hit the ball well. He has a couple singles, but he doesn't have the extra bases that he usually hits for.
Here is the hottest man in the Hornet batting order right now, Mike Lebez. In the last 3 games against Joliet Catholic, Morton West, and Edwardsville, he is 5 for 9 with 4 RBIs and 6 runs scored. He has just been hitting the ball very well.
Yeah, he's a good hitter, but he's a super hitter down here.
Okay, there's one inside for a ball, so Gedominski falls behind on the count 1-0. Here's the pitch from the tall lefty. Just misses outside, 2-0 to Lebez. I have a feeling both teams have good defenses. This could be a very low-scoring game.
Yes, it could. We've got 2 good pitchers out there that appear to have good control. Jervis has been very good control, and Gedominski appears to be a strikeout pitcher and doesn't appear to have letting too many men on base.
There's a pitch inside, so he goes 3-0 to Lebez. Bob Miller on deck for the Hornets. We need those base runners. You got to be aggressive on the base pass and make something happen. Gedominski takes the sign, 3-0 to Lebez. Here's the pitch. He misses inside, so he walks Lebez on 4 pitches, so the Hornets have their second base runner of the game. Bob Miller now batting.
Hornets, pardon me?
Go ahead.
Hornets appear to be looking him over, looking his pitches over, really looking for a walk or something, just anything to get on base.
Miller hits .462 for the year, as I said, the leading hitter in the Plains Valley League Conference. But he was out up until this state tournament down here. The first game he played in was against Morton West. Since coming back, he is 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored, but he walks a lot.
Yes, he's shown to be a tough hitter down here.
There's a ball inside.
And coming back from surgery and such, he's really come through for us.
Yes. He is a very selective hitter, and his on-base average is almost 500. There's a pitch. He squares away to bunt and takes the pitch for a strike. 1-1 now.
He's got a very good eye.
Let's see if Lebez might try to steal. He stole a base against Edwardsville today. Lebez with a leadoff. Gedominski looking him back. There's a pitch. There goes Lebez. Here's the throw down to second. It's a very high throw, and Lebez is in there. He did not get a good jump, but since the throw was high, Lebez got the stolen base.
Pat Dowling had problems getting the ball out of glove. He went to cock his arm and throw it, but it was still in the glove, and then by the time he threw it, Lebez was already in there, and the ball was, the shortstop had to jump in the air to get the ball.
There's the pitch to Miller. He fouls it off, so now we've got a count of 1-2. Miller is behind. Let's see if he can take a curveball to right field for a base hit.
Bob's a tough hitter with men on base, and I'm sure he'd love to break out of this slump. He's only got 1 hit down here.
There's a pitch, and Miller is hit right in the back. He gets up, shakes it off, and is jogging down to first base, so now the Hornets have men on first and second.
Bob appears to be all right. It's just one of those balls that just hits you, and you just got to, time will just wear it off.
Okay, now batting for the Hornets is Bill Lavery, and Lavery has been the leading RBI man in the state tournament for the Hornets. It's surprising since he's a number 8 hitter. But against Joliet Catholic, Morton West, Edwardsville, he has had 5 RBIs. So he has been hitting in the clutch, and that's what we need right now, a clutch hit.
Yeah, he's hitting on a roll. There's other guys that are hitting hotter in the tournament than him, but no one's hits have been as timely as late.
Okay, men on first and second. We are in the top of the second inning with no score. 1 out. Mike Lebez reached on a walk, is now at second base, and Bob Miller got hit by a pitch, and there's Lavery, hits one in the left center field. The center fielder is over there and makes the grab, but he got good wood on the ball there.
Yeah, once again, Laves gets another good shot, but right at the center fielder to just try to take a few strides. Now up to Chris Dunn, who's had a few walks, and he's looking good in this tournament so far.
Yeah, Chris Dunn hit .250 on the year, but that's mainly because he hasn't batted too much. They usually use a designated hitter for him, but he's been hitting so good in the tournament, they've decided to keep him in there and let him bat. But now, I think they might be pinch hitting for Dunn.
I think they're going to check and see if what they're going to do, if they're going to leave Kedeminski in there or not. The coach is out there talking to him.
Dave Kong Capel is going to pinch hit for Dunn on the re-entry rule. Capel has pinch hit twice in this tournament so far. Against Joliet Catholic, he came in with bases loaded and doubled in 2 runs. And then this morning, against Edwardsville, he came in with men on first and second. He singled in a run. So Capel is the #1 pinch hitter for the Hornets. Dave Kong Capel.
Yeah, he can do it all. He's normally a real good power hitter. He can really hit that ball. He's a big kid, but today he showed he can handle the bat well, and he went right to the opposite field, right there to vacated hole and hit and run. So it looks like Coach Lindley's really wants to get on that board early and get some runs and put a little pressure on these Cyclones.
You can see what Coach Lindley's thinking. He figures the guys that get the first run have an advantage. So he wants to get the base hit now, and Capel has come through for him twice. He is the #1 pinch hitter. So Capel's about ready. And though it's early in the game, this could be a very key moment.
Capel's batted in a lot of clutch positions, and he's come through a lot. He's only a junior in age. He just eats up this pressure down here.
Yeah, but a very big junior, 6'3", 185 pounds. Okay,
a big kid.
Kedeminski in the stretch. There's the pitch. And he takes it for a strike. Strike 1. Nice pitch there.
Yes, it was. Kedeminski needed that for his confidence to bear down in this minor jam he has himself in.
Here's the pitch. Capel swings away for a strike, and Capel down 0-2, and he showed a good curveball there.
Yeah, he looked like he might have pulled the string on it, too. It was inside and then just dropped down.
Okay, 0-2. Let's see if Caps can fight off a pitch here. There's the pitch. He hits one up the middle for a base hit. Here comes Lopez. Lopez is going to try to score. The center fielder drops the ball. Miller's going to go to third. Lopez scores, and the Hornets have the lead 1-0. And it would have been a close play at the plate, but the center fielder, Mike Healy, dropped the ball. Lopez scores. Miller goes to third on the error. So now the Hornets have a 1-0 lead, and men on first and third, and the leadoff man, Howard Patton, up.
As Healy grabbed the ball, he slipped on a turf, and the ball flew out of his hand. And once again, Capel right in the clutch. Just a clean shot right up the middle, line drive, and boy, we were lucky to see Miller get in the score, go over to third base. So,
okay, now Howard Patton is batting. Patton hit 347 on the year, and he walked his first time up in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Runners on the corners for the Hornets. Patton takes it for a strike on the inside corner. A nice pitch by Kedeminski. But Dave Capel comes through again. And an 0-2 count, too.
Yes, Capel's a tough hitter.
Kedeminski.
Only a junior. He'll be back for Coach Lindley.
Throws the first. Capel is back. Capel hesitated there, so Kedeminski does have a pretty good move, it looks like.
Yes, he does.
0-1 count. Kedeminski gets a sign in the stretch. There's the pitch. Patton swings for a strike. So it looks like he has a pretty good curveball, and he throws pretty hard, too.
Hey, you got to have something going for you when you're 11-1 and your ERA is 1.11 and you're pitching in the state championship game.
There's a throw to first. Capel is back. 0-2 count on Patton. Runners on the corners. The Hornets up 1-0 on a pinch hit single by Capel, which drove in Mike Lopez. There's the pitch low and outside. 1-2.
The thing about this Kedeminski kid, yeah, he's got tremendous stats, and he's a fairly big kid at 6'3". But the thing is, he's only 16 years old. He's a junior.
Okay, now they tried the force ball. Capel is off the base. Kedeminski is standing there with the ball. Now he runs to Capel. Throw over to the second baseman. And now Miller jockeys off the base. And they throw it over to third base. The ball gets away, and Capel goes to second base. They tried the force ball.
Heads-up base running. Capel is, what a heads-up play. Bobby jockeying the guy just dared us to get the outs, and Bobby was ready to score, and then Bobby was off the bag enough, so they fired to third. Bobby got back, and Capel, smart enough, heads-up ball player, and they went right into second base.
They give Capel a stolen base. They've tried the force ball twice, and it's worked both times. Against Edwardsville, they scored a run. They had Capel hung up in the baseline, but then Miller went, and they threw it to third. There's the pitch to Patton. He's got a blooper going into right field. It'll be a tough grab, and it's grabbed by the right fielder.
Yeah, with that slippery turf, it's hard to get good traction and running in on a ball like that, but he made a nice grab.
So the Hornets pick up one run on one hit, 2 men left on base. So the score after 1.5 innings of play is Hinsdale South 1, Springfield Griffin nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
On the gravy walking.
Hey, Patterson, you've got a lot of hungry people out there.
Patterson, you call this clean. You're making me look bad.
One clean plate coming up. Looking good.
Hey, Patterson, more forks, pronto.
Clean forks coming up.
Paging Dr. Patterson. Dr. William Patterson to emergency.
Dr. Patterson, the patient has a severe scalp laceration. I've cleaned the wound.
We'd better get some x-rays on this.
Right away, doctor.
All right, get me the suture set, and I'll need an assistant.
Yes, doctor.
William Patterson was a dishwasher. Now he's a doctor. The United Negro College Fund has helped other black students change the course of their lives at UNCF colleges. Thousands have become doctors, engineers, teachers, perhaps changing the course of your life. But today, there just isn't enough money. Please support the United Negro College Fund. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. A public service message of this station and the Advertising Council.
Welcome back, everyone, to Robin Roberts Field in Springfield, Illinois. With the score after 1.5 innings, the Hinsdale South Hornets 1, Springfield nothing. Coming up for Springfield this inning will be Bud Vanderwall, Jim Roth, and Pat Dowling. Vanderwall hit .396 on the year. Here's the pitch by Jervis. There's a ground ball. Scott Jones with a diving play. Jervis to cover, throws it away, and it's going to go into the... No, it bounces off the fence. So Vanderwall cannot advance to second. We're lucky that didn't go into the dugout.
It's interesting with those score at a hitter and error. Jones made a superb play, diving to his left and or diving to his right and stabbing the ball, but they gave him an error on the throw.
They gave an error on the throw. They might have had him if it would have been a good throw because Jervis was over to cover first. So now batting is Jim Roth, the designated hitter, and he only hit .235 on the year. Okay, Jervis looks for the sign. Into the stretch, Vanderwall will lead off. Here's the pitch. They're going to bunt, and the throw to first by Dunn, and did they say he went? He did go, so it's 0-1.
That Dunn's a cap eye in that play. He doesn't take anything for granted. If he wants to keep that runner, and he'll just fire down there. He's not worried about anything. He's a tough kid.
0-1 count to Roth. Vanderwall with his lead, Jervis with the sign. He goes into the stretch. Hornets up 1-0. There's the pitch. He swings for a strike, and Jervis is ahead 0-2.
Jervis is a good pitcher. That was a beautiful pitch in there. Not right in the inside corner, a little bit high, and the kid took a mean cut at it, but couldn't connect. Appears a lot of these fans are from the area, but they don't appear to be all Springfield Griffin fans, but they're pulling for him.
Here's the pitch by Jerv. Just misses on the outside corner. 1-2 count. Good pitch there. It's not, he couldn't hit it. Jerv just wanted to see if he was going to go and fish for it.
Yeah, well, when you're ahead 0-2, you can waste the pitch. See if you can get a guy going fishing.
Jerv into the stretch. There's the pitch way outside. That was a curveball. Jerv couldn't get over on it.
No, it would have been nice if you could sneak it in there for a call for strike.
Okay, 2-2 count. Man on first. Nobody out in the bottom of the second. The Hornets up 1-0. Here's the pitch by Jervis. He's in the stretch. Looks back at the runner. There it is. And he swings and he fouls it off. Looks like it might be a third strike. But Ross just got a piece of it.
Yes, he just tipped it enough to keep himself alive.
Okay, 2-2. Jervis really seems to be working out there. I think he might be a little tired.
Oh, I don't know. He's a tough kid. He appears to be still throwing that good ball.
There's the pitch. He swings. There's one hit deep in the right field. Stewak back. It's over. Stewak's head up against the wall. Stewak with it. Here comes Roth. Roth is going to hold up at third base. Excuse me, the batter Vanderwall will hold up at third base. Roth is on second with a stand-up double. He took that fastball downtown.
Yeah, he took a pitch away and he popped it. Went with it right to right field, and he put it over Stewak's head. But Stewak made a super play, keeping both runners at second and third. But there's nobody out, so it looks like Jair's got himself in a little bit of trouble.
So now we got a big jam here for Jim Jervis. Men on second and third, nobody out. Pat Dowling now batting for Springfield Griffin. He's a .339 hitter with 6 home runs, the leading home run hitter in this game for either team. The Hornets are up 1-0. They put up a run in the top of the second, but right now they are in trouble with men on second and third. Jervis will be pitching from the windup. Dowling in. Jervis with the sign. He calls timeout, as Jervis is taking a lot of time out there, and I really do think he's tired, Dan.
I don't know. I think he's thinking a little bit more than he should. He seems awfully concerned about this game, which he should, but not as much as he's showing.
There's the pitch, and Dowling takes it for a strike over the outside corner. If he pitches like that, they won't hit off of him.
No. That's Jimmy's game. Just keep control of that. Get the curveball over, sneak in that fastball, and, just nibble around that plate and keep the ball over.
Dowling again calls timeout. Jervis taking a lot of time on the mound. It's the IHSA State Baseball Championship between Hinsdale South and Springfield Griffin. 0-1 count to Dowling. Men on second and third. The Hornets up 1-0. There's the pitch. He fouls it off, and the Hornets are ahead, and Jervis is ahead on the batter 0-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to throw the hook here and try to get a curveball in there for the third strike.
Okay, 0-2. The Hornets scored a run in the top of the second. They're up 1-0, but Springfield's got men on second and third. Nobody out. Jervis gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Just misses outside. 1-2.
Nailed it, a fastball away there.
He might have tried setting him up there. He may come with the curveball now. Jervis takes a sign. Coach Lindley is calling a lot of the pitches for Jervis today. Here's the pitch. There's the curveball, and
he just got a piece
Dowling
of it.
just gets a piece of it to foul it off.
I think Coach Lindley's helping out Jimmy a little bit with calling some of the pitches. Therefore, it takes a little bit of the pressure off the kid. It's a big ball game, and it's a lot of pressure out there.
We'd like to remind you that the Hornets will be returning at 12 o'clock to Hinsdale South Gymnasium for a welcome back ceremony. 12 o'clock, win or lose. There's the pitch. He strikes out Dowling through the curveball by him. Nice pitch.
Is he a tough kid or what? He is tough. He came in there. Now he's got one down. Let's see if he can get this hitter without any of these runners advancing.
Okay.
Get these next two.
Now batting is Bill Bosway. He only hits .220 on the year. He's a left fielder. He's a lefty. So let's see if Jerv can get another strikeout, work his way out of this jam.
Yeah, that strikeout just shows what Jimmy's made of. He's tough.
Jervis has got ice water in his veins. Nothing seems to get him riled up.
No, he's a real jovial kid.
There's the pitch. Throws it right by Bosway, and did he have a cut? Bosway was swinging for the fences there.
Boy, that's what Jimmy wants. Keep ahead in that count, then get 0-2, and then you can play with the batter a little bit. You're in the driver's seat then.
0-1 count to Bosway. 1 out. Men on second and third for Springfield. The bottom of the second. The Hornets are up, though, 1-0. Jervis with the sign. There's the pitch. Throws a fastball for a strike, and he's up 0-2.
This is what's keeping Jimmy going. He's got that tremendous control. He's gone 0-2 on the previous batter, struck him out. Now he's 0-2 here.
I don't know. Jervis seems to like pitching his way out of these jams.
He appears to.
0-2 count. Let's see what he comes with here. There's the pitch. Little outside. So he just wasted that one. See if he can get Bosley go fishing, but no way. Springfield's a very disciplined ball club.
It'll be interesting to see what Jimmy uses here. Maybe he'll use that sidearm fastball
with the sign. The runners take leadoff. They're on second and third base. 1 out. The Hornets up 1-0, and Bosley calls timeout. The Hornets scored their run as Mike Lebez walked, stole second, was hit by a pitch, and then Dave Capel came out and pinch hit for Chris Dunn and had a base hit, and that drove in Lebez with the only run. And now,
manager take that run. We only got one hit in the inning, but he got a run out of it, a walk, stolen base, and just like Coach Lindley says, he just wants to, just the basic fundamentals. Take a base here and there when you can, lay down that bunt, that sacrifice, and you'll be in good shape.
Lindley noticed a flaw in Jervis's motion, came out to talk to him. Let's see what Jerv comes with here. 1-2 count to Bosley. Men on second and third. There's the pitch. He strikes out Bosley. So now 2 out.
This kid is all blood and guts out there. That kid is tough. Jimmy. Now just got him. He's been 0-2 with 2 batters now. He's got 2 outs, and if he can keep him in check here with men on second and third, it'd really be a boost for this Hornet team.
Okay.
They're already ahead, but they give him a little more confidence.
Now batting for Springfield's shortstop, Todd Winkle. He's the number 9 hitter. He hits .296 on the year. Jervis gets the sign in the windup. Here's the pitch. Strike 1, and Jervis has looked good.
Oh, he's just bopping out there. He's just rearing back and firing. He's getting ahead of these hitters, and that's what the key is. Now, this is a good ball club we're going against. Any team that's got a number 9 hitter hitting .297, they got to be something special, and they got to be if they're going to be playing for the state title.
Okay, he calls a timeout. Winking didn't like the time Jervis was taking between pitches, and they are taking a lot of time, but Dunn's got to get the sign from Lindley. Coach Lindley, the next catcher, knows how to handle these pitchers. Here's the pitch by Jervis. Got the sign. There's the pitch, and there's a ground ball. Be a tough play for Mike Lebez. Deep in the hole. Long throw. Hey, get him. And Jim Jervis pitches himself out of a Unbelievable jam. Oh, nobody out. And then on second and third, he strikes out the two batters, gets the third batter to the ground and the shortstop.
He's something else. I think that could set the tempo for the game. These Griffin fans seem to be a little disappointed to have nobody out in second and third.
Okay, no runs on one hit. Two very important runners left on base at the end of 2 innings. The score is Hinsdale South 1, Springfield Griffin nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Pork chop double on the gravy, walking.
Hey, Patterson, you've got a lot of hungry people out there.
Patterson, you call this clean. You're making me look bad.
One clean plate coming up. Looking good.
Hey, Patterson, more forks. Pronto.
Clean forks coming up.
Paging Dr. Patterson. Dr. William Patterson to emergency.
Dr. Patterson, the patient has a severe scalp laceration. I've cleaned the wound.
We'd better get some x-rays on this.
Right away, doctor.
Field, here's the first pitch of Scott Jones in the third inning. Jones swings for a strike, but Jim Jervis really pitched himself out of a jam there, Dan. That's unbelievable.
That's kind of surprising for Jimmy. He's not a real strikeout pitcher, but he had to be tough there, and he was.
There's the pitch to Jones, and Jones fouls it off, so Jones goes down 0-2. We got Jones, Jimmy Jervis, and Rob Stewak up in this inning. Jones sacrificed to Patton in the first inning. Sacrificed Patton the second in the first inning. There's the pitch, and it's low.
Boy, it always seems that the guy who makes a spectacular play out in the field always comes up next inning, and there's Jervis on the on-deck circle.
Okay, there's the pitch, and Jones fouls it off. Jones has had a fairly good tournament. He's 3 for 10 in the last 3 games, so he has done the job.
Yeah, his arm held up good this morning.
There's the pitch. There's one hit up the middle right at the pitcher. Gediminsky makes a nice play, and that's 1 out.
It was a hard-hit ball, but right at him, and he made a nice play, just stabbing that ball and firing over to first.
Okay, now batting is Jim Jervis. He grounded out unassisted to the first baseman in the first inning.
Yeah, it was a nice placed ball, but it was right on the line, and first baseman was hugging that line.
Jervis was 1 for 2 with 1 run scored and 1 RBI against Edwardsville this morning. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. That 1 run, that could be a big one.
Yes, it could, the way these 2 pitches are going. Gediminsky, this junior, looks awfully tough.
There's the pitch, and he pops one up into short right field. Right fielder is under it, makes the grab, and there's 2 outs for the Hornets.
This could be a pitcher duel. That 1 run looks awfully big up on that scoreboard.
Rod Stewart now batting for the Hornets. He got a hold of the ball pretty well, sent it to deep right center, but it was hit too high. The right fielder was able to get under it. Stewart has been hot, 4 for 9 in his last 3 games with 3 RBIs and 4 runs scored. He only hit .282 on the year, which isn't bad, but it's very disappointing for a hitter the caliber of Stewart.
It just doesn't show his potential. Who knows? There's just so many other hitters in this lineup. Someone's bound to not be able to hit it so well.
Okay, Stewart talks to Coach Dave Lindley. Now he's back in the box, ready for the pitch from Gediminsky. Gediminsky takes his time. 2 outs in the top of the third. 1-0 in favor of Hinsdale South. There's the pitch. It's on the inside corner for a strike. Nice pitch by Gediminsky.
Yes, it is. This kid is tough. He's only a junior, which is really amazing, with an 11-1 record.
There's the pitch. And Stewart swings and fouls it off. So 0-2, Stewart goes down, and Gediminsky has looked very good this inning. He is in command of this inning right here.
Yes, he is. He's been very tough.
Here's the pitch. Low and outside for a ball. He just wasted that one. 1-2 count on Stewart. Gediminsky likes to work fast on the mound. He's ready for the next pitch. There it is. High. So now it's 2-2 on Stewart. Let's see if the Hornets can get something going with 2 outs here. Stewart hit a 2-run homer against Morton West in the first game downstate here. There's the pitch. Stewart strikes out. Did not have a good swing at that one. So, at the end of 2.5 innings in this IHSA State Baseball Championship game, the score is Hinsdale South 1, Springfield Griffin nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds. And Roberts Field in Springfield, Illinois, with the score after 2.5 innings in this IHSA State Baseball Championship game. The Hinsdale South Hornets 1, Springfield Griffin nothing. In the bottom of the third inning, Griffin will have the 1-2-3 hitters. Adonacci, Meckes, and Healy. Adonacci had a base hit in the first inning, but Springfield couldn't get anything going, and he swings at a fastball by Jervis.
That's what Jimmy's just staying ahead of these hitters, and that's what's keeping him seems untouchable.
I have a distinct feeling that Lindley told him this might be his last inning and to give it his all.
Very possibly.
He went 6 1/3. You don't know. This make it over 9 innings. There's a ball over 9 innings in less than 24 hours. So he probably told him, just give it your all this inning. We'll get someone else in there. Though I do not see anybody warming up. So,
well, there was such indecisiveness before the game.
And there's a ball, so now it's 2-1. Jervis misses low.
No one knew who was going to pitch. It was between Millerin, Jones, and Jervis, and Jervis got the nod, but
there's the pitch.
The other three were all willing and ready to go.
Jervis misses outside, 3-1. He hasn't walked the batter yet. You think Robin Cooper will give Annachi, let him swing away here?
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
There's the pitch, and he does swing away. There's a line shot to center field, right field. Stiwak misplays it. Over his head, he slips. Annachi rounds first, and he's standing up on second. That's the second ball today. Stiwak has misplayed. He made a...
Brand new ball.
Jervis in the stretch. There he is. There's the bunt. Popped up foul. I wish that would have stayed fair because then we'd have 1 out. 0-1 count to Meckes.
Jimmy's really having a tough time. Last inning there was an error by Jones, and that led to a king-size jam, but he was lucky to bail out. And then here, that easily could have been a caught ball.
That'll go as a hit, but it should have been caught. Jervis waiting for the sign, and Meckes calls timeout. Jervis taking a lot of time out there. It might be because Lindley relays the sign to Dunn, who then gives him to Jervis. So that may be the cause. Jervis again looking for the sign. He's in the stretch. Meckes around the bunt. There's a pitch out, and they're going to throw over to second base. And Lebez gets through Lebez. Howard Patton picks it up. The throw to third. And Miller cannot field it as it bounces away, and I thought they had him at third base.
Yes, a good throw would have had him, but it was in the dirt. Bob Miller made a good stop just to block the ball and let it go from...
And they give an error to Dunn, but I really think Lebez should have had that ball in the first place.
Yeah, it was on the bounce, but if he would have got down in a good basic fundamental position, he would have had it easy.
So, 2 errors by the Hornets already, and both of them, the first one didn't hurt, but this one could tie up the ball game. Jervis is not getting any help.
Jervis deserves better fate. That's only the first error on the Hornets. Or my correction, second error, but Jervis deserves a better fate.
Okay, Jervis in the windup. Here's the pitch. Meckes hits one right back at Jerv. Throw it to first, and there's 1 out.
Well, that's a little helpful.
The runner has to hold, but a man on third with 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. The score, Hinsdale South 1, Springfield Griffin nothing. Now batting is Mike Healy. Healy hit .322 on the year, but he grounded out to Miller his first time up. Let's see if Jerv can work out of another jam.
Oh, it sure would be nice. He's just been tough so far.
I might look for a suicide squeeze or something right here.
Something exciting. They just want to get on the board and get some, and then we can tie up this game, and then we can start from 0, even Steven all over again.
Here's the pitch from Jerv, and he misses low for ball 1.
This could be a tough hitter.
There should be 2 outs right now. Stiwak totally misplayed that ball. He just stood there while it went over his head. There's the pitch. And there's one inside for ball 2. Looked good from here, but it was a little inside.
We could also had second out with the play of third if Patton's throw was a little bit better on target, but he's thrown all the way from center field, and you can't expect a bullet from there.
An experienced outfield like Stiwak, I can't say it probably wasn't his fault. He probably did lose it in the lights because you don't misplay 2 of those.
No, he's having problems picking up the ball.
Here's the pitch. There's one hit hard to the shortstop Lebez. He's going to have to go to first, and this game's going to be all tied up with 2 outs. So, Healy grounds out, but he'll get an RBI. So now the score is tied up 1-1. So,
okay, he hit the ball hard, and Lebez made a nice play to take it up. He checked to see if he could go home, but had to concede the run.
That error is going to hurt now. If there was an error there, that runner probably still be sitting on second base. Now batting is Jerry Credeville. There's the pitch. Low and inside for a ball. Credeville grounded out to the second baseman. A nice play by Bill Lavery moving to his left. 1-0. Here's the pitch by Jervis. High, ball 2. Jervis is beginning to fall behind on some of these hitters. And I don't see anybody warming up in the Hinsdale bullpen, so.
No, well, two guys that seem to be candidates that would go into pitch next for Jervis.
There's one hit to left center. Howard Patton after it. It's going to roll all the way to the wall at the 375 mark. Cradaville rounds first. He's going to stand up on second with a double and stop there. So, he went to the power alley in left center, rolled past Patton and Tilka all the way to the wall.
Cradaville easily could have had a triple out of that. He was standing on second base when Patton just started to throw the ball in. So
we have a pinch runner for Cradaville. It is going to be Mike Adenazzi, the brother of the second baseman, Pat. So now they got a man on second, 2 outs. We are in the bottom of the third inning. The score is tied up 1-1.
As I was saying before, the two candidates that may go in and pitch for the Hornets after Jervis, if Jervis should leave after this inning, both are on the field, so you can't expect them to see one of them warming up in the bullpen, but we'll see between innings.
Okay, now batting is the top hitter for Springfield. Bud Vanderwall at 396. He reached on an error in the second inning and ended up being stranded on third as Jim Jervis did some good pitching to pitch out of a jam. And there's a pitch for a called strike. Good pitch by Jervis.
Yeah, that was a real good pitch by Jimmy. He's got to keep ahead of those hitters, and that'll be all right.
Okay, 0-1 count. Jervis looking for the sign. Adenazzi with the leadoff. He's in the stretch. Looks back at the runner. Still looking. Now he comes to the plate. There's the pitch, and there's a ground ball. Should be an easy play. Lebez with the pickup. The throw, and they're out of the inning. But Springfield scores 1 run on 2 hits, and at the end of 3 innings of play, the score is Hinsdale South 1 and Springfield Griffin 1. We'll be back for the 4th inning in 60 seconds.
All right, hard barks, check. Brought the saws, check. Hey, you camels there, 2 by 2.
Noah!
Roberts Field in Springfield, Illinois, with the score after 3 innings. Hinsdale South 1 and Springfield Griffin 1. This inning for the Hornets of Ed Del Grasso, Mike Lebez, and Bob Miller. Let's see if we can't get something started.
Yeah, we just got a 7.0 here. And Del Grasso's, he's bound to break out and it was something. He's a real good hitter. He's DH, so you got to expect some hitting come from him.
Gadaminski looked awesome in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch to Del Grasso, and it's a called strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Del Grasso flew out to the center fielder in the 2nd inning. He's been hitting the ball, but right at people. There's the pitch. There's a ground ball. That gets through for a base hit past the 3rd baseman. Del Grasso rounds first and holds up.
Eddie took a good pitch. He just pulled the ball right between the 3rd baseman and the shortstop. Well hit and just what we need to get a man on base and get this inning rolling. Try to get some more runs.
Okay, I suspect right now that we'd see a sacrifice bunt with Mike Lebez, especially with your leading hitter coming up next in the person of Bob Miller.
Possibly even a pinch runner for Del Grasso because he doesn't have very good wheels. He's a big guy and he's not extremely fast.
Okay. Gadaminski wanted a new ball. Now he's back on the mound. He looks for the sign. Del Grasso with his leadoff. Here's the pitch. Lebez is going to swing away, and he takes for a ball. At least he didn't show bunt there.
No, he didn't.
Of course, he's your hottest hitter on the team. Maybe Lindley's playing a hunch. Let's see what happens here.
You just don't want to take the bat out of his hands.
Del Grasso with the leadoff. Gadaminski throws over to first. Del Grasso's back in time, no problem. I don't think Del Grasso's going to take any chances there since he rarely, if ever, steals a base. I think he's only had 2 stolen bases all year, so I think he'll stick near the bag. Gadaminski, there's the pitch. Lebez hits one high and deep, but the left fielder's camping under it, makes the catch, and that's 1 away. He got under that ball, didn't get the whole part of the bat on it.
No, he didn't.
Okay, now batting is Bob Miller. Miller was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning, ended up being stranded on 3rd base. As I said, Miller is the leading hitter, was the leading hitter in the Plains Valley League, hitting .462. He's just coming off appendicitis. He has surgery, and this is only his 3rd game back. The first game was the quarterfinal game against Morton West. Here's the pitch by Gadaminski. Miller pops it up again. The left fielder camping under it. And there's out number 2, so the Hornets can't seem to get anything going.
No, I don't know. Maybe they're swinging for the fences here, trying to get 2 runs real quick. But here we got a clutch hitter coming up here, Bill Lavery.
2 outs. Lavery flew out to the center fielder in the 2nd inning, but as I said, he's been the leading RBI man for the Hornets in the last 3 games with 5 RBIs. He's 4 for 9.
Yeah, he hit the ball well last time, but center fielder made a nice play. Camping under
Lavery. There's a pitch. Takes it for a strike on the inside corner. Lavery was 2 for 3 this morning with 3 RBIs, so he has been hitting the ball well.
Who knows? There may be a steal here.
There's a throw over to get Del Grasso. It was close, but Del Grasso's in.
Might have another steal. We might have a steal here because you like to get a man in scoring position with 2 outs.
Here's the pitch. Del Grasso holding, and that's inside for a ball. 1-1 count to Lavery. The score. We are in the top of the 4th, and the score is Hinsdale South 1, Springfield Griffin 1. The Hornets got their run in the 2nd inning. Springfield got theirs in the 3rd. Gedeminsky looks towards the plate. 1-1 count. He throws over to first. Del Grasso is back.
It looks like Gedeminsky's suspecting that Del Grasso may go.
Gedeminsky looks to the plate. Gets the sign in the stretch. Here's the pitch. Lavery hits one, could get through the hole, and it does for a base hit. Del Grasso's going to try to come to third. Here's a throw by the third baseman, and he's in there. Nice hustling by Ed Del Grasso to get to third base.
Yeah, Eddie just took the old Pete Rose head first fly in there, and he got in there. With the hit and run, as it was very effective. It got Dunn's on deck. It got Del Grasso over to third, and Lavery again with a good clutch hit.
But now, here's where Dave Linney may have outmanaged himself. He can only pinch hit for Dunn and then re-enter him once, and he did that in the 2nd inning. Capel came through with an RBI hit, though, so really you can't say that he did outmanage himself.
No, you can't. Coach Linney's been dynamite through this whole thing, and hey, Dunn's not a bad hitter himself.
So we got 2 outs, runners on the corners for the Hornets. Ed Del Grasso on third, Bill Lavery on first. The score is tied as we are in the top of the 4th, 1-1. Dunn about to get in there. Let's see if the Hornets try a forced balk or anything. There's the pitch. Dunn swings for a strike, 0-1.
He had a real good cut at that. I'm sure he'd like to get a hit and drive in a couple runs.
Lavery off with a leadoff. There's a throw to first. Lavery is back without any problem. Del Grasso back on third. They might be worried. The Hornets might try something fancy here. The Hornets want to be aggressive on the base paths. Dunn in there. Gedeminsky in the stretch. Here's the pitch. Dunn hits one looping down the right field line. It drops foul.
Oh, that had extra bases written all over it. It was about foul by only about 5 feet, but Dunn went with the pitch and it went to the opposite field. And
Dunn is down 0-2 now, so he's got to watch out for the curveball. Let's see if he can just get a piece of one. We want to get the ball in play. Gedeminsky takes the sign. Lavery off at first, Del Grasso off at third. And there he goes. And there's one hit. Caught by the first baseman on a nice grab. That had base hit written off, and Lavery broke for second. Dunn hit a line shot to the first baseman who made a nice grab. So, Springfield's out of the inning. No runs on 2 hits, 2 men left on. So after 3.5, the score is Hinsdale South 1, Springfield Griffin 1. We'll be back after this message.
All right, you chipmunks. We're going to thank all those...
Also, our leading RBI man, Lebez, who is our hottest hitter. There's Gedeminsky. There's one hit to the shortstop. Should be an easy out. Throw over to second. And Springfield Griffin is out of the inning. But one very big, important run, an opposite field home run by Scott Jones on 2 hits. 2 runners left on base. So after 4.5 innings, the score is Hinsdale South 2, Griffin 2. We'll be back after this public service announcement.
Heroic acts.
We're back here at Robin Roberts Stadium, and here's the first pitch by Jim Jervis to Ted Meckes. And he hits one deep in the left center field. Patton and Tilka over there. Tilka's going to take it for the first out.
Boy, Tilka just got on his horse and got over and make a nice play.
There's 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up now. Batting is Mike Healy, the center fielder. He is a .322 hitter, but so far he has grounded out to third baseman. Then he grounded out to the shortstop, but that drove in Springfield's first run. So we're all tied up 2-2 in the bottom of the 4th here.
It appears the Hornets have new blood from that home run by Scott Jones.
But still, Jim Jervis has been getting hit hard. Here's the pitch by JR. And Healy takes it for a ball. Looks good from up here.
Yes, the last ball that hit left center field that was caught by Tilka appeared to be hit fairly well.
On deck is Jerry Cradaville. There's a called strike, so it's now 1-1 on Healy. You have to wonder how much longer Jim Jervis can stay in there. One out. There's the pitch to Healy. He hits one of the shortstop, Lebez. Lebez picks it up, fires, high throw, and they call him out. But that looked like Jones was pulled off the bag. The ump is really going to get it there. Both the third base coach and the first base coach over there. Robin Cooper really give it to him.
Are they shouting at each other?
I don't know. A regular rhubarb. Boy, and Robin Cooper is really giving it to the ump. I don't know how long.
I don't know who's getting the best of the argument. The ump's having his say so, too. He's giving it back. Boy, they're nose to nose.
They're nose to nose going at it here. That was a very questionable call.
I think Coach Lindley's arguing before a little discussion on that last play. Maybe he was getting a little turnabout fair play.
They're really going at it. He tells Cooper to go back. I'm surprised Cooper didn't get thrown out, but now we got 2 out.
Boy, they were both going at it. That umpire didn't take nothing from no one. He just stood right up for what his call was, and
Jones was pulled off the bag, but it looked like he might have got down before the runner got there.
Yes, he made a good play.
Okay, now batting is Jerry Credeville. Credeville grounded out to the second baseman, and there's ball 1. In the first inning, he doubled in the third inning, so he has hit .336 on the year. Here's the pitch, and he hits one. A high fly ball left center. Howard Patton under. This should get him out of the inning, and he does. So, at the end of 5 innings of play in this IHSA State Baseball Championship, we have got a great ball game. The score is Hinsdale South 2, Springfield Griffin 2. We'll be back in 1 minute. I want to welcome back to Roberts Field in Springfield, Illinois. With the score after 5 innings of play in this IHSA State Baseball Championship, Hinsdale South 2 and Springfield Griffin 2. Up in the 6th inning for the Hornets will be Bob Miller, Bill Lavery, and Chris Dunn. Let's see if the Hornets can't get something going here, Dan.
Oh, it sure would be nice to take that lead again. Take a little pressure off Jervis, who's been pitching tough. He's been hanging in there.
Here's the pitch by Gedeminsky, and Miller takes it down the middle of the plate for a ball.
Lebez had a walk, and he's flying out to left fielder.
This is Miller up now. Miller takes the ball. It is now 1-1 to Bob Miller. Here's the pitch. And there he takes off for a strike on the inside corner. So,
Bobby can hit that long ball for you, too.
There's the pitch. There's one hit to the shortstop. Should be an easy play. Picked up. He bobbles the ball. He throws the first, but they still get the speedy Bob Miller. So,
Bob was hooking down that base pass, and when he saw him bobble that ball, he just really took off. But it was a close play.
Now batting the second baseman, Bill Lavery. Lavery flew out to center field in the second inning. He had a base hit in the fourth. So let's see if he can't get something going here. 2-2 in this IHSA State Baseball Championship. We're in the 6th inning with 1 out. There's one hit, could get into the hole. Nice pickup by the shortstop. Long throw, but Lavery beats it out, and it'll be a base hit.
Boy, Lavery hit it right in the hole between short and third. That was about the third ball hit there tonight. The shortstop was good range, got the ball, but he just couldn't get anything behind that throw with Lavery hustling down that line.
Let's see if Chris Dunn can come through for the Hornets. I'd like to remind you, the Hornets will return to Hinsdale South tomorrow at 12 o'clock for a welcome-back ceremony in the gym. Principal Dr. Joseph Dalbias invites all the fans to be there.
We'd really like to see a big crowd for this team, especially if we're bringing back a state championship trophy.
There's a throw to first. Lavery's back in, and we'd like to remind you, if and when the Hornets win this ball game, we will have live interviews with manager Dave Lindley and some of the players after the game, so stay tuned if and when the Hornets win. There's the pitch to Dunn. It's inside. The count goes to 1-0.
Also, for those interviews after the show, after the game, so there'll be a trophy presentation. We'll go back to the station to play a few songs, and then we'll have a few of the players go up here in the booth.
Okay, 1-0 count to Dunn. Lavery off first. Dunn fakes to bunt and then takes a strike. So now the count's 1-1 with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Dunn has only grounded out to the first baseman in the 4th inning. There's a throw to first. Lavery's back. In the 2nd inning, Dave Capel pinch hit for him. Then Dunn re-entered, but Capel came through with an RBI single.
I sure would like to see Chris go to right field.
There's the pitch, and there's Dunn, a base hit up the middle. And it looks like Lavery's going to have to hold up. A line shot up the middle. The Hornets have men on first and second with 1 out, and the leadoff man, Howard Patton, up.
This Patton's already, it'll be his 4th at bat, and we're only in the 6th inning. But
here comes Robin Cooper, the Springfield Griffin manager. Let's see if he'll make a change here, and he is motioning to the bullpen.
They're bringing in, it looks like they have a right-hander heating up down there.
Yeah, they got a right-hander in the bullpen. I'm not sure who it is, though, yet. He motioned, but he hasn't moved out. Now the umpire is going out to tell him to come in. And that'll be all for the pitcher, Todd Gadaminski. Gadaminski pitched a very fine game, giving up 2 runs on 7 hits, but both runners on base now are his responsibility. So we'll have to see what happens. Let's see, you got his number here? It's number 14.
And that's a designated hitter, Roth, I believe. Yes, it is.
Yeah, Jim Roth is designated hitter. Looks like he's going to come in and hit for himself and also pitch. Roth on the year has a 1.15 ERA, just a little behind Gadaminski, and he is also 10-1 on the year. He is definitely a strikeout pitcher with 83 strikeouts in 79 1/3 innings pitched. So, Springfield Griffin has a very fine pitching staff here. So while Roth warms up, we'll recap the scoring for you. In the second inning, though, Hornets scored first as Mike Lebez walked with 1 out. He stole second base, and then Dave Capel came in, pinch hit for Chris Dunn, and got an RBI single to make the score 1-0. Springfield Griffin tied up the score in the third as Pat Antonacci led off with a double. He went to third on a ground out to the pitcher and then came in on a ground out to the shortstop by Mike Healy. Springfield Griffin took the lead for a little while in the fourth inning as Pat Dowling had a base hit with 1 out. And then, after a base hit, Dowling went to third, Todd Winkling on first. Chris Dunn threw wildly into second base as Winkling decided to try to steal, and Dowling scored to make the score 2-1, but the Hornets tied it up in the top of the 5th as Scott Jones with an opposite field home run 340 feet away down the right field line tied it up. So we're all tied up 2-2 in the 6th inning with 1 out. The Hornets have runners on first and second. Howard Patton at bat.
Well, Gadaminski pitched a whale of a game, considering he gave up 2 runs and that's over his ERA, but he's facing possibly either the number 1 or the number 2 team in the state. So he pitched a whale of a game, and he's got nothing to be ashamed of.
Patton is 0 for 2 today. He walked in the first inning, flew out to the right fielder in the second, and grounded out to the third baseman in the 5th. Let's see if he can't come through with a hit.
Gadaminski can't win this game, but he could pick up the loss if either of the runners on base happen to score, and they could give him his second loss of the year.
Ball 1 to Patton. Here's Roth. He comes at the pitch. Patton lines one deep to left center. It's way back. That's up against the wall.
Lavery will score. Dunn's digging. He's rounding third. He's going to try to score. Here's the throw to way. He is saved. Under the tag. Howard Patton in at second. Oh, man. The whole team's off the bench. Oh, brother. They don't know what hit him.
2-run clutch triple for Howard Patton up against the wall in left center field. Holy cow, the Hornets take the lead 4-2 in the 6th inning.
Oh, boy. Is that clutch or what? Howard just took that pitch and he nailed it. Hit the ball on 1 bounce, and Roth just came in and hit first batter he faces. And there's a man on third, and the Hornets could take a 3-run lead, and boy, 2 runs look like a mountain in this ball game.
The infield pulled in. Scott Jones up. There's the pitch, low and inside for a ball.
Jones is capable of hitting that deep sacrifice fly that could score the speedy Patton from third base. There's only 1 down, mind you.
1-0. Here's the pitch to Jones. He takes it low. Ball 2. Roth seems to be shook up by that 2-run triple by Howard Patton. The Hornets now have the lead 4-2.
Roth is definitely a good pitcher by his stats, but he appears to be shaken up here.
2-0 count to Patton. Here's the pitch. He fouls it off. 2-1 count now on Jones.
The Hornets fans are all on their feet now chanting, Hornets, Hornets.
They really got the fans riled up. The Springfield side is quiet.
They want that first state championship.
They were stunned. Here's the pitch. Jones. It's a squeeze bunt. There it is to the first baseman. He's going to have to go to first. The run's going to score. A perfect squeeze bunt by Jones. The Hornets take a 5-2 lead. Perfectly executed.
Coach Lindley said what they were going to do today. They were going to run a little, they were going to hit and run a little, and they were going to bunt. We got a bunt, and that's what's going to win. And they said they want to go out there and have some fun. And they're bunting, and that's a beautiful bunt is what got that run in.
Okay, so now Jim Jervis, the pitcher, takes the first pitch for a ball. The Hornets now up 5-2. in the top of the 6th inning. A big 3-run inning. There's the pitch. Jervis pops one high in the short left field. The left fielder coming under it. He makes the grab, and they're out of the inning. But 3 big runs on 3 hits after 5.5 innings in this IHSA State Baseball Championship. The score is Hinsdale South 5, Griffin 2. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
The skies are dark, cloudy all day.
Hey, we're back here, and after 5.5 innings, the Hinsdale South Hornets have the lead over Springfield Griffin by a score of 5-2. A big 3-run 5th inning. The big blow being a 2-run triple by Howard Patton. The General came through there, took charge.
Yeah, the General did take charge, and he just got a big clutch hit. Scott Jones laid down a beautiful bunt to give Jim Jervis a little more padding in there.
Okay, so here we go. The 5, 6, 7 hitters up for Springfield. Here's the pitch, and there's a ball outside. This is Bud Vanderwall, 396 hitter. He reached on air in the 2nd inning, grounded out to the shortstop in the 3rd. 1-0 count. Jervis on the mound. He looked good in the last inning. Here's the pitch, and there's a foul. So it is now 1-1. Jervis has got to stay ahead of the hitters right now. We don't want to put runners on base.
No,
we don't want to give
the
them
last
any
thing
good.
we need. So it's a 3-run lead. You just you got a runner on base, and someone hits a long one. You only got a 1-run lead, and that's not very comfortable.
There's the pitch, and there's one hit high and deep. Garrett Tilka calls for it. Looks like he's got it, and he does, and there's 1 out. The Hornets are 5 outs away from the 1982 IHSA State Baseball Championship. Now batting is Jim Roth, and Roth is hot. He had a double in the 2nd inning. He had a base hit in the 4th, but he was out stealing 2nd on Dunn, who had a good throw down to nail Roth. So Roth only hit .235 in the year, but he's 2 for 2 today, and that's what counts. He came through in the clutch. Roth has moved the pitcher now. Here's the pitch. He swings at a high fastball for a strike. So 0-1 now on Roth, and I think Jervis can taste that state championship because he's really bearing down now.
Jimmy's a tough cookie. He really is.
Here's the pitch. And he could not get over on that curveball, so it's now 1-1.
Coach Lindley awards any pitcher that can go full 7 innings without giving less than 2 walks or less. He buys him a steak dinner, and
there's a pop-up. Mike Lopez under calling it, and there's 2 outs. The Hornets are 4 outs away from a state championship.
Well, Jervis hasn't given up a walk yet, and he appears a strong candidate for have a little steak.
Okay, here we go. Now batting is Pat Dowling. He struck out in the 2nd and had a base hit in the 4th. He scored one of their runs in the 4th inning. So the Hornets are up 5-2 if you've just joined us, and we are in the bottom of the 6th inning, a big 3-run inning with the key blow, a 2-run triple by Howard Patton. Here's the pitch, and there's a ball 1. 1-0 count. The Hornets fans are really screaming it up now.
Jervis hasn't given up a hit since back to the 4th inning, so he's really calmed down these last 2 innings.
There's a pitch, and that's inside 2-0. He falls behind that Dowling, though. But 2 outs shouldn't hurt too much. Let's see if he can just get in there, make Dowling hit the ball. Here's the pitch. He's into the windup. High for ball 3, 3-0. Like I said, we cannot put these runners on base.
No, we're just going to be hurting ourselves if we do. Jimmy will just lay it in there now.
2-0. There's the pitch. And he misses low, ball 4. He walks Dowling on 4 pitches. That's his first walk of the day. So, let's see if there's any action in the Hornet bullpen. I don't see any. Besides, the 2 main pitchers will be either Jones or Miller, and they're both out on the field playing the 2 corners.
I would imagine Jones would be the one to pitch if he would come in. Miller hasn't pitched in over a month, and Jones just he's pitched today, and he knows what it's like to be out there on the mound.
There's a pitch to Bosway, and he takes it for a strike. Bosway has struck out twice today.
That's good to see Jimmy get that strike in there. Bosway's having all kinds of problems against Jervis' pitching.
0-1, Sherv into the stretch. There's the pitch. He swings at a curveball. Beautiful pitch. 0-2 on Bosway now.
Looked like it was fouled into the mitt, but Dunn held on.
The Hornets can smell a championship now. 2 outs in the 6th inning. They only need 4 outs, and they are the 1982 state champions. Jervis into the stretch. Looking back at the runner, and Bosway calls timeout. He's trying to rile up the pitcher.
The Hornets fans are up on their feet trying to help him with that 3rd strike because they were with Scott Jones. Similar to the New York Yankee fans with Ron Guidry.
Here's the pitch into the stretch. Here it comes. Just misses on the outside corner of the plate. So now 1-2. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning of IHSA State Baseball Championship. The score is Hinsdale South 5, Springfield Griffin 2. 2 outs, man on first, 1-2 count to the batter, Bill Bosley, who struck out twice today. Again, Bosley steps out of the box.
Every batter that Jervis has gone 0-2 on, he's gotten out. A main portion of them have been strikeouts also.
Jervis into the stretch. He looks back to the runner. Here's the pitch. And Bosley fouls it off.
He had a good cut, but Jervis is just laying it in there.
Okay. 1-2. The score 5-2.
Jervis is just giving Bosley fits out there.
And Jervis really calmed down.
Yes, he has.
He hasn't given up base hits since the 4th. As you said, that was his first walk. So even though he didn't look that good early, now he looks real good.
That's all that matters.
Here's the pitch. And he strikes out Bosley. So now we go into the 7th inning. The score, Hinsdale South 5. Springfield Griffin 2. The Hinsdale South Hornets are 3 outs away from the 1982 State Baseball Championship. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Roberts Field in Springfield, Illinois. We go into the top of the 7th. Hinsdale South is batting, and the Hornets have a lead of 5-2. So let's see if they can get some insurance runs here. Really pad the lead.
Oh, boy, you wouldn't know this was Springfield's home field. They're in their hometown here playing. Their fans are stone quiet.
Rob Stewart fouls off that pitch for strike 1. He is 1 for 3. He flew out in the 1st inning, struck out in the 3rd, and he had a base hit in the 5th.
They're just free swinging out there. They just want to get on base, score some more runs.
There's the pitch, and Stewart goes after a curveball, comes up with nothing, 0-2.
Well, those Hornets fans are making a lot of noise, boy.
Here we go. There's the pitch. Stewart fouls it off, fouls a curveball off. So Stewart in the last 2 games of the tournament has been fairly hot. He's 4 for 9 with 3 RBIs, and he has scored 4 runs. This morning against Edwardsville, he was 1 for 2 with 1 run scored and 1 RBI. There's a pitch for a ball, so now the count is 1-2. The Hinsdale South fans are really whooping it up here.
Boy, you'd think they had the whole stadium filled.
There's the pitch, and Stewart strikes out for the 1st out. Now batting his head, Del Grasso. Del Grasso is 1 for 2, and he was intentionally walked last time up. But Grasso loves to hit. Let's see him get a piece of this ball. Needless to say, this would be a great way for all these seniors to go out with a state championship, the first in the school's history.
Last weekend, they had pretty much forfeit their weekend for the prom. The prom was Friday night. They had a curfew and had to be home early because they had a game Saturday, and they couldn't go out anywhere due to the game and practice.
But now it's all worth it.
Oh, it sure is. They graduated Monday, and they also had another big surprise. Along with that graduation, they with that win over Joliet Catholic.
There's a called strike, 0-1. We like to alert our engineer we will not be going back to the station this half inning. There's a ground ball to the 3rd baseman. Picked up. There's a long throw, and there's 2 outs now. Now batting will be Mike LeBez. LeBez is 0 for 2. He walked, though, and scored a run in the 2nd inning, so he has contributed.
Yeah, Scott Jones, Monday was a particular big day for Mr. Jones. He besides graduating and striking out 12 batters against Joliet Catholic and picking up the victory, Jones was drafted in the 1st round by the Cincinnati Reds, the 22nd pick overall.
There's a pitch outside to LeBez, 1-0.
Jones doesn't know if he will turn pro and sign with the Reds, but he has said if
the offer's right, he will go. And there's an inside pitch to LeBez, and the count is now 2-0.
He has signed a letter of intent with the University of Illinois to play baseball there.
So either way, he comes out a winner. 2-0 count. Ross ready. Here's the pitch to LeBez. And LeBez takes it for a strike. 2-1 now.
Well, Scott Jones sure is a winner. He's proven it tonight. He hit that solo shot home run just to tie up the ball game and get this team pumped up, and then he drove in the 5th run with a sacrifice bunt.
There's the pitch, and LeBez fouls it off, so now a 2-2 count on Mike LeBez.
A real good rip, and Roth really appears to have buckled down after giving up that double to Patton.
Okay, 2-2 to LeBez. Roth ready for the pitch. LeBez in. Roth to take the sign. The Hornets up 5-2 in the top of the 7th. There's the pitch. Outside, goes to a full count against LeBez. So, let's see what Roth comes with now. LeBez will be looking for the good pitch. Maybe we can get a run with 2 outs. Anything will help. There's one, and it's popped up into short center field. Could be a tough play. 3 players converging on it. And it is caught by the second baseman. A nice play. The center fielder, second baseman, and right fielder all converged on it.
Antonacci just made a super play there.
The Hinsdale South Hornets are 3 outs away from a state championship. We will not be going back to the studios. If the Hornets win, stay tuned. After the trophy presentation, we will have exclusive interviews with Coach Dave Lindley and some of the players. Also, the Hornets will be returning to Hinsdale South tomorrow at noon.
Contrary to what we said earlier, that they would be arriving home this evening, they will not. They will be staying the night. They've changed their plans, and they will be leaving early tomorrow morning, and they will be home by 12 noon at the school. We hope to see you there.
We're going to have a welcome back presentation. Hinsdale South principal, Dr. Joseph Dalpiaz, invites all fans. We'd like to see a lot of people out there.
And we hope we'll be bringing back that first state championship trophy.
Okay, 5-2. The Hornets are only 3 outs away from a state championship. The number 9, 1, and 2 hitters are coming up unless we have a pinch hitter. Jim Jervis has gone all the way. The Hornets have 5 runs on 8 hits, but 3 errors. Springfield Griffin has 2 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. This could be the first state championship in Hinsdale South history.
These Springfield Griffin fans they're diehard fans. They're really ready to go and back this team.
They want to get their team going. They need at least 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th to tie it, 4 to win. Hopefully they won't get anywhere near that. If the Hornets win, stay tuned. We will have exclusive interviews with manager Dave Lindley and some of the players, also some of the fans' reaction to this state championship. Winkling steps in the box. A .296 hitter. He grounded out in the second inning and had a base hit in the 4th. Here's the pitch by Jervis. That's in there for a strike. Strike 1.
Oh, big pitch. Here the crowd was all going for Springfield, and
now they're quieted. Hopefully that'll set the tempo. Jervis with the sign in the windup. There's the pitch, and he's now ahead 0-2 on Winking.
Oh, Jimmy has just been dynamite 0-2. I wouldn't want to be going up there 0-2 against him. Now he'll just nibble around at the plate. Then let's see if he can get the big K, which he's been doing as of late.
Okay, Winkling taking his time. Jervis looking for the sign. Winkling now steps into the box. He's down 0-2. This is Springfield Griffin's last guess. Here we go. Into the windup. There's the pitch. Little low. Just misses.
Oh,
1-2.
That was a beautiful pitch.
Even if he did hit, he was just going to beat it into the ground. That's what Coach Dave Lindley wants.
Jimmy's just had tremendous control since the 4th inning.
Here's the pitch to Jervis. Just misses, and they say no, he did not go around. He checked his swing, so now it goes to 2-2. We don't want to go to the full count. Jervis got to put in a fastball now. Let him hit the ball if he wants to.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy came around with that sidearm fastball, mix him up a little bit here, especially with that right-hand hitter.
He hasn't used it yet today, and that would really be a big surprise. In the windup, there's the pitch. There's one hit deep to center field. Howard Patton going back. He is under it. And there's 1 out. The Hornets are 2 outs away from a state championship. They're ahead 5-2. Off batter Pat Antonacci is up.
Winkling just hit that ball tremendous. And Patton he just got on his horse and ran back, and he made a fine catch.
Okay, 2 outs away from a state championship. Antonacci is 2 for 3. A base hit in the 1st, a double, and he scored a run in the 3rd, and he grounded out to the shortstop in the 4th. Here goes Jervis into the windup. There's the pitch. Outside and high for ball 1.
It's a do-or-die situation. It's the bottom of the 7th. It's either the Hornets hold on, they win, and if
Springfield gets a rally, it could be the other way, but hopefully not. There's a pitch for a strike over the outside corner. 1-1 count.
Boy, Jimmy he's got ice water in his veins out there in that mound. He is tough. There is so much pressure on him.
Chris Dunn out to talk to Joseph. Would like to remind you, if they win, and I'd hate to say that there's even any chance they would lose, we will have exclusive interviews with Coach Dave Lindley and some of the players, and I'm sure one of them will be Jim Jervis.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll have Scott Jones up here, too.
Here's the pitch. 1-1 count. There's a ground ball. Tough play by Lebez. He's to the left. Long throw. They get him. The Hinsdale South Hornets are 1 out away from the 1982 IHSA State Baseball Championship. 1 out away from the championship. Lebez with the play there.
He's had a lot of balls hit to him today, and he's been tough on all of them. He had to really throw that ball hard, and Jones made a beautiful stretch to get the play. Oh, brother.
The Hinsdale South fans are going wild. One out away. The batter is now Ted Meckes. He is 0 for 3. A strikeout, a ground out to the pitcher, and a fly out to left field. One out separates the Hornets from the 1982 state baseball championship. The score 5-2. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. This could be the last gasp. Could the last batter of the 1982, and it's outside. Ball 1. Ball 1 to Meckes. Here's the pitch. And there's a strike. 1-1. 1-1 to Meckes. 2 strikes away from the state title. Jervis into the windup. Here's the pitch. There's strike 2. 1-2 to Meckes. 1-2 to Ted Meckes.
If we could get that dark one right here, this place would erupt with these Hornets fans.
Here comes Jervis with the pitch. 1-2. Slow curve. There's one hit right back to Jervis. It's all over. It's all over. The baseball champions. The Hinsdale South Hornets is pandemonium out there. Dan. Get some players up here. The new 1982 state baseball champions are the Hinsdale South Hornets. Now stay tuned here. We will, after the trophy presentation, we will have exclusive interviews with Coach Dave Lindley and some of the players like Jim Jervis, Scott Jones, Howard Patton. It's pandemonium on the field right now. Fans are all over it. The Hornets win. The Hornets win. We will be back in a couple minutes with exclusive interviews. Now, back to the station. Roberts Field in Springfield, Illinois. The new 1982 IHSA State Baseball champions are the Hinsdale South Hornets. The final totals were for Hinsdale South, 5 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors. For Springfield Griffin, 2 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. The key hit for the Hornets was a 2-run double and a 2-run triple by Howard Patton. Right now, they are making the trophy presentation. The Hornets are about to receive their trophy. After that, we will have interviews at least with Coach Dave Lindley and a few of the players also. The winning pitcher who went all the way was J.R. Jervis. Jervis only gave up 2 runs on 7 hits. He struck out a total of 5 batters and walked only 1. An unbelievable performance considering he went 6 1/3 innings. And now the trophy presentation to the Hinsdale South Hornets. And the fans are really going wild now. The new 1982 baseball champions in the state of Illinois, the Hinsdale South Hornets. The season started back on March 1st for the Hornets, the first day of legal practice. And the whole group joined on March 15th, and this is what it's all about. Dave Lindley, the coach, being awarded his medal, and now they're going to go all the way down the line. So this could take a little while. And Jim Jervis is going to go up and get the trophy along with Coach Dave Lindley. And now they just received the championship trophy. The Hornets are now officially the #1 team in state as they hoist it up. Photographers all around them. The Hinsdale South fans going crazy. We are waiting for Dan Rosen to get a hold of Coach Dave Lindley so we can have an interview up here. He's stuck on the sidelines. We're still waiting for Dan Rosen to get Dave Lindley. He is working his way through the crowd down there. Right now, the photographer is on the bottom of the 6th inning and put the Hornets ahead 4-2. Howard, was there ever any doubt in your mind that we were going to win this game?
I thought we had it if we stayed cool.
What kind of pitch did you hit in for the triple?
Left center gap. It was inside pitch.
Okay, let's get over to Groh here. I know Groh has a few words to tell us. How do you feel right now, Groh?
I feel really good.
Do you have anything to say back to the fans?
The fans, our fans are the best ever in any sport, anywhere. The greatest. We used the tenderizers and we took them apart, everyone.
Okay, now we got Scott Jones, just named tournament MVP here. He's holding the state trophy. How does it feel, Scott?
Fantastic.
Was there any doubt in your mind you were going to win it?
No doubt.
Okay, that's just fine. We're waiting for Dave Lindley here. I'm going to ask you a tough question. Do you know whether you're going pro or not?
I'll find out either tomorrow or Sunday.
Okay, have anything you want to say back to the fans in Darien?
We are the best. Varsity baseball is the best. So are fans.
Okay, that's about it. We're waiting for Dave Lindley. Don't be your coach, Dan, take this. We're still here. We're waiting for Dave Lindley. The final score, 5-2. 5 runs, 8 hits for the Hornets. In 1/3 innings, he only gave up 3 runs. He went all 7 today.
Boy, he was just tough. He had to be in the running for that tournament MVP where he pitched a winner yesterday morning, and then he comes back and goes the distance.
Overall, went to Jones coming into his 8th game. He was 3 for 10 with 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And today, in the 5th inning with the Hornets down 2-1, Jones hit an opposite field home run to tie it up. And then came the big 3-run rally in the 6th. I think this team, though it's had its ups and downs during the year, it's definitely proven it is the best in the state of Illinois.
Oh, yes. What a coincidence. Bob Miller, Jr., wins the state title, and 30 years previously, Bob Miller, Sr., won the state title with Morton High School. Boy, we just say this is something else. This is just a dream come true for all these kids. They've worked so hard for it.
We got Rob Harper here. Let's talk with Rob for a little while.
He's our star pinch runner, and he's a senior graduating, and boy, is he ecstatic.
How does it feel, Rob? You're number 1 in the state of Illinois.
I'll tell you something. I did football with you on the radio. I did basketball with Dave McAloon, and I always got in somewhere about baseball. And I never in my life ever thought that we would be walking away with the state title. I knew we had it in us, but at the beginning we had problems. And now we came down and showed the true Hinsdale South Hornet baseball. And I'll tell you something. Right on my right is one of the people that made it all happen. And it's Chris Dunn, our catcher. I just want to say, I love this school, and I love our coaches, Dave Lindley and Tom Malloy. Pat, you're the greatest. Here's Chris Dunn.
Now we'll talk to Chris Dunn. Chris, how does it feel?
Feels great.
A little shaky there at times, but you looked good overall.
Yeah, I know. My arm was getting carried away. I think it was jacked up a little too much, but Jonesy picked me up a lot with that dinger of his.
Yeah, and what do you think of, you're only a junior, going to be back here next year?
Yeah.
You must have really liked hitting. You were the Grasso hit for you most of the year, and now